When most people think of Africans, they imagine the stereotype: deep black skin, dark eyes, and jet black hair. But that's far from the whole story. Because some sub-Saharan Africans naturally have ginger hair without any European ancestry. Or travel to the islands of Melanesia and meet people with skin as dark as ebony but with hair as golden as the midday sun. Even some Aboriginal Australians carry this natural blonde glow. It's one of nature's way of reminding us human appearance is far more diverse than the boxes we like to put it in. Watch till the very end because we are about to uncover the hidden mysteries of human hair colors. And trust me, the truth will blow your mind. But speaking about blowing minds, have you ever taken one of those ancestry tests expecting to uncover your deep origins only to get back a boring list of modern countries? No real story, no real detail, just a vague "you're from here." You wanted more. You wanted to know your personal phenotype, its origins, its historical admixtures, the environmental pressures that shaped it, and the unique trace that makes you, you. That's exactly what I offer. I create multi-page, deeply detailed, personalized phenotype assessment reports. These cover everything: your facial traits, skin tone, hair type, genetic influences, and even possible immune strengths linked to your ancestry, to name a few. It's a journey of discovery unlike any other. If you want the full picture of who you are, the link and more details are in description. Now let's get into the fascinating science of hair color and human variation. Most people think skin color is the main thing that varies between populations, but hair color is just as interesting. And it doesn't always match skin tone. You can have pale skin with black hair or dark skin with blonde hair. The reason lies in tiny pigment-producing cells called melanocytes. They are the same in your skin and in your hair, but how active they are depends on where they are in your body. That's why hair color can vary in different parts of the body and why two people with the same skin tone can have completely different hair colors. Human hair color comes down to two main pigments: eumelanin, which is brown or black, and pheomelanin, which is red or yellow. Different mixes of these create everything from jet black to strawberry blonde. And your hair color can change throughout life. Children often have lighter hair that darkens with age, and in old age, melanin production drops, turning hair gray or white. Let's start with blonde hair. It happens when melanin levels are very low, so the natural color of keratin, the protein that makes up hair, shows through. The most famous blondes are in Europe, especially in inland Norway, Finland, and central Estonia, where more than 80% of men are naturally blonde. But blonde hair isn't a European exclusive. You can also find it among dark-skinned populations in the Australian interior and Melanesia. In most Europeans, it's caused by changes in a gene called KITLG, which lowers melanin levels in the hair shaft, making it appear light. But in dark-skinned Melanesians and some Aboriginal Australians, blonde hair comes from a completely different source, a mutation in the TYRP1 gene. This mutation changes how pigment is processed, so the hair turns golden while the skin stays dark. That means European blondes and Melanesian or Aboriginal blondes aren't connected by ancestry. They evolved their golden hair completely independently. It's nature pulling off the same trick in two totally different ways. Blonde hair also appears among some African pygmies, Native Americans, North Africans, West Asians, Central Asians, East Asians, and Polynesians. And throughout history, blonde hair has often been seen as beauty ideal, so much so that many people dye their hair blonde today. Now for the rarest natural hair color: red or ginger. This happens when the eumelanin is extremely low, letting pheomelanin's coppery tones shine through. Globally, it's very rare. More than 10% of the population has red hair, only in certain areas like Western Ireland, Scotland, and part of Wales. In Russia's Udmurt people, a few in North Africa, and a minority of West and Central Asians. Red hair pops up more often among certain European phenotypes, especially in mountainous areas. But it is also found, though rarely, in Melanesia, the Australian interior, some African pygmies, Polynesians, and interestingly, among sub-Saharan African people with rufous albinism, a type of albinism that produces reddish-brown skin, ginger red hair, and blue or brown eyes. But among West Eurasians, red hair often comes with pale skin, freckles, and high sensitivity to sunlight, a combination that evolved in regions with low ultraviolet radiation. Then we have brown hair, the middle ground. It's produced when there is a moderate amount of eumelanin, enough to hide most of the pheomelanin but not all. In Europe, is incredibly common, especially from Central Europe through Russia. Outside Europe, brown hair often appear darker, blending towards black. It's common in North Africa, the Middle East, Central Asia, and Oceania, and can be found among African pygmies and even some Native American groups. Brown hair's range and variety makes it one of the most widespread shades in the world. Finally, black hair, the global heavyweight champion of hair colors, is the most common by far, found across almost all of Africa, Asia, Australia, and the Americas. Black hair appears in every texture, from poker straight to tightly coiled. It's so dominant that in many parts of the world, every other hair color is the rare exception. And here's something fascinating. Black hair can appear alongside every skin tone, from the palest complexions in parts of Europe to the deepest skin tones in equatorial regions. All this variation, blonde Melanesians, red-haired sub-Saharans, brown-haired ginger-bearded Europeans, tell us something powerful. Hair color is a story of adaptation, migration, and genetic mixing over thousands of years. It's not tied neatly to one race, one continent, or one stereotype. It's a living proof that human diversity is far richer and more complicated than most people think. And that's why a personal phenotype analysis is so valuable. Because while ancestry tests give you broad strokes, your phenotype tells you intricate details, your pigmentation story, your unique combination of traits, and the deep history written into your body. If you ever wanted to go beyond what percentage am I and discover the real, detailed story of you, which is very safe because no personal genetic material is needed, check out the link in the description. And if you enjoyed this, subscribe, like, because the next topic is the diverse human hair textures. And also, you'll probably love exploring the fascinating story of human skin colors, how they evolve, and just how many shades there really are. Go check it out, and as always, stay curious, stay smart, and thank you very much for watching.